You're watching PNN, the Parody News Network.
Hello and welcome to PNN. I'm Hudson Blackwood. We have breaking news at the top of the hour. Sir Charles Baskerville was found dead this morning on the grounds of his manor on Dartmoor in Devon. The death was initially attributed to a heart attack, but according to local doctor James Mortimer, Sir Charles's face retained an expression of horror, and not far from the corpse, the footprints of a gigantic hound were clearly visible. For more on the story, let's go to senior correspondent Elizabeth Baker. Elizabeth.
Thank you, Hudson. There's a disturbing backdrop to this death. According to an old legend, a curse runs in the Baskerville family since the time of the English Civil War, when a Hugo Baskerville abducted and caused the death of a maiden on the moor, only to be killed in turn by a huge demonic hound. Allegedly, the same creature has been haunting the manor ever since, causing the premature deaths of many Baskerville heirs. Those who hold these facts to be true now fear for the next in line, Sir Henry Baskerville. Now, we're also getting word that a convict named Selden, a murderer, has escaped from the nearby Dartmoor prison and is hiding in the hills near Baskerville Hall. How this is all connected, if at all, remains a mystery.
If I may.
Oh, hell's horses, not this guy again.
I beg your pardon?
We don't need you here, Sherlock. Also, and I can't stress this enough, we don't want you here.
We most certainly do not. Why don't you toddle off back to Baker Street and let us continue with our report?
I demand to know why I'm being treated in such a manner.
Do you want to tell him, or shall I?
You go ahead.
You're insufferable, Sherlock! You're arrogant, immature, callous, and bad-tempered. Also, you're constantly convinced that you're the smartest person in the room.
But I am the smartest person in any room.
You see, this is just what I'm talking about.
The ego on this guy. Seriously?
Now see here, I came on this program to solve the murder you referenced in your top story as only someone as gifted and clever as I could do. So, I was initially suspicious of the butler, Barrymore, who appeared to be signalling from a window of the house with a candle to someone on the moor.
Sorry to interrupt, Sherlock, but we're just getting word that one of our correspondents has solved the case.
What?
Let's go right now to senior correspondent Francis Carfax. Francis.
Yes, that's right, Hudson. It turns out the perpetrator of the crime was a neighbor, Jack Stapleton, who was in fact the victim's younger brother, Roger Baskerville.
Yes, exactly. Roger Baskerville. I was just about to say that.
Shush!
Roger was hoping to inherit the family estate and plotted to kill all the family members with a vicious hound that he painted with phosphorus to make it look more sinister.
Yes! Right! Phosphorus!
Shut it, Sherlock!
So, it turns out the demonic Hound of the Baskervilles is nothing more than a regular dog in makeup. Hudson?
Well done, Francis. Well, look at that, Mr. Holmes. One of our own correspondents solved the case. Comment?
I refuse to believe that anyone else besides me solved this case. Certainly not a correspondent for some second-rate news program.
Hey!
And certainly not a woman!
Wow.
Do you even hear yourself right now?
Well, to recap our top story, Sir Charles Baskerville was killed by his brother Roger Baskerville by means of an attack dog. And also, Sherlock Holmes is yesterday's news. Stay tuned, everyone. We'll be right back.
You've been watching PNN, the Parody News Network.